For normal mode, we are in the secret passage. Jafar actually begins with ink moat, mechanical snake, ink moat. Begins with ink moat in play. And the Illumineer's abilities, I can pay 2 to ready chosen character. They cannot quest for the rest of this turn. I can pay 2. Chosen Illuminator, myself, will draw a card. And then I can pay 4 to deal 5 damage to chosen location. Alrighty. Hello, Alice. Hi. Hi. You're super cute. My chat, my cat says hello, chat. All right. Shuffled, ready. Shuffled, ready. Now, remember everyone, um, due to the rules, I have to get rid of Inkmote to steal the Reforged Crown. So I will have to do that first. But I'll get my hand going, see what I'm working with. I will actually very much keep this hand, actually. So I'm fine with that. Um, Good there. Goes to Jafar's turn. He starts their turn. He gains 2 lore off of the Forged Crown. None off of the Ink Moat, thankfully. Uh, doesn't have anything to ready the row, and he will draw 2 because I'm playing by myself. First card is Mechanical Snake. Well, he already has it, so that's fine. And then next turn, he's going to gain 2 more lore. So that's wonderful. And then Endless Staircase. Yay. Okay, cool. That goes to the ink. Wonderful. My first turn. I'm going to start by inking a Peter Pan and playing a Flynn Rider and passing it over to Jafar. He will ready, he will set, he will gain 2 lore off the Reforged Crown. He will ready his row, so he will exert and banish Mechanical Snake to gain 2 more lore, up to 6. Playing some aggro over here on Jafar's side. Luckily, he doesn't gain any from Ikmote, and then he will go to his turn. Cannot play the Palace Guard. He will go to his Inkwell, and he cannot, thankfully, play the Iago, so that will also go to his Inkwell, giving me yet another turn to hopefully deal with this location. Draw for turn. That'll be fun for later. We are going to. I wish I could ink that. I'm a little upset. It's okay. Um, well, I can't because it doesn't matter. Okay, well, we're just gonna ink Flynn Rider, pay 2 to boost, and then swing 3 into the ink moat because I need to get rid of the ink moat as fast as I can. So that's 3 damage. And unfortunately, that is all I can do. So I'll pass it back to Jafar. He will ready, nothing to ready. He will set. He will gain 2 lore up to 8 for the Forged Crown. Nothing to resolve in his row. Ink moat does not give him any lore, and then he will draw 2. First card is an Aladdin. Does not come into play exerted. It just is up. It is a 4/2 evasive, questing for 1. The next card, thankfully, he cannot play the Mechanical Scarab. So that goes directly into his Inkwell. And then it goes back to me. I will ready. I have nothing to set, but then I will draw. I will ink this genie for 3. Um, I will pay 2 to play Sail the Azurite Sea and draw a card, and I can ink again for this turn. So I will ink this Epic Kristoff, pay 1 and 2 for Scrooge, and then I will use Flynn Rider to take out the ink moat and not have to deal with it anymore. And that will be my turn. So, on Jafar's turn, he readies everything. On his set, he will gain 2 lore from the Forged Crown. He does have a character now. He'll resolve his row. He will gain another lore up to 11 from Aladdin. And then he will draw. First card being a Jasmine. She states when this character quests, Jafar draws a card. So on his next turn, he will draw 3 cards. And then 4, so Iago comes in. States Bodyguard. This character enters play exerted. While this character is exerted, Jafar's locations cannot be challenged. Now I am very happy that I got rid of Ink Moat because otherwise I would have a very, very hard time dealing with getting the crown. So I will ready my stuff. I have nothing to set, so then I will draw for turn. I will ink a Prince Philip for my turn. I will pay 4 for Genie. Genie is evasive, is a 2/3 body, questing for 2, and he states while this character is exerted, your other characters get +2 strength. So that will come out very handy, especially now that I have a Cursed Merfolk and a Scrooge McDuck that quest for 2 each but have 0 strength. So that will help out a lot. I will use Flynn Rider to steal back the crown because there's nothing on his board that states that I cannot. So I will take that, and then I will quest for 2 with Scrooge McDuck to get on the board for 2. And then I will pass it back to Jafar. So he will ready. On his set, nothing happens anymore because I have the crown, thankfully. He resolves his row, so he will quest for 3 with all of his glimmers. He was at 11 before the quest. Quest for 3, he will now be at 14. And then when Jasmine quests, he draws 1, and then he will draw 2 for his turn. So, first one is a Sandblast. Jafar deals 1 damage to each opposing character. No! So my Cursed Merfolk is now gone. Didn't even get to use him. I'm upset. And then everybody else takes 1. Yes, each opposing character doesn't even state exerted. So that happens, and then put this card into his inkwell face down. That's not good. He is up to 5 now. Oh, yay. Okay. Gargantuan Cobra costs 7. When Jafar plays this character, it doesn't matter because it goes directly in his inkwell. So now he has 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the final one is a Gazim, which he costs 5. When he plays this character, he deals 2 damage to each opposing. No, what a combo! Everything's dead, dude. No way. Oh my god, because it's 2. Yeah, so yeah, all of my stuff just died. Oh my gosh, that feels bad. Wow, that feels real bad. Okay, we're gonna have a problem, guys. Does not come into play exerted though, so he's just up. Okay. Well, this is gonna be a really interesting game, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ink. Ready. Set. I will gain 2 lore from the crown up to 4, and I will draw. Um, if there's any time to play, it's time to play it now. I'm gonna play Ink Geyser. So all players exert all the cards in their inkwell, and then each player with more than 3 cards in their inkwell returns cards at random from their inkwell to their hand until they have 3 cards in their inkwell. So because I'm doing this with Jafar, obviously this doesn't matter for my end, so I'll do mine first. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Stays in inkwell, stays in Inkwell, stays in Inkwell, those two back to hand. For Jafar's, they will stay face down in his hand, so that next turn, when I reveal, it's what I think would be the correct way. So these three will stay in his Inkwell, and these three will go to his hand. I have not inked for turn. Now, oh yeah, okay, so that stays. So then I will ink for turn this Kristoff, and then pass it to Jafar. So he will ready, set, nothing happens. He will resolve his row. So he will quest for 2, 16, 3, 17, 4, 18, draws a card off of Jasmine, 5, 19, and thankfully he still only draws 2. Now, this is going to be a very interesting hand for Jafar, and it's going to be very interesting how this deck goes. So, first card is a Mechanical Snake. So he steals the Forge Crown back, which is not good, and that stays on the field. The second one is a Castle Gate. Thankfully, back down to 3, goes right into the Inkwell. Boop. Now he's up to 4. It is a Basil, comes into play. These are going to stack over here. Sandblast. I don't have any characters. Screw you, Jafar. It's back up to 5. Next card. Oh no, it's the Scarab! Oh! At least I can get rid of it really easily. Okay. And the Cobra goes back into the Inkwell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's back up to 6 again. So I don't know how well this deck is going to go for my end, but it is now back to me. So I will ready, set, nothing happens. I will draw. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Going to ink Emily Quack faster. I'm going to pay 3 to banish the Monumental Scarab. And then I will pay 1 for the Curse of Merfolk. And I will pass back to Jafar. Uh-oh, this is not good. So he readies. He sets. He gains 2 lore. He's now up to 21. He resolves his row. We will start by doing the Mechanical Snake. Banish this item. He will gain 2 lore. He's now up to 23. Gazim will quest for another 2. Up to 25. Iago will quest for 1. Aladdin will quest for another 1. Basil will quest for another 1. And Jasmine will quest for another 1 up to 29, which also gets him a card. And then he will draw for turn, which he now draws 3. So he has a total of 4 cards in his hand. And depending on what comes out of this hand, I need to do something big next turn, or I will lose and I will have to restart. First card is an Aladdin. He will come onto the field. I'm going to stack these up now. Next card is a Tiger Behemoth. Luckily, it goes into the Inkwell. He cannot afford it. Next card is a Treasure Guardian. I can no longer use Battleground abilities. That's not good. 29. And the final card is an Abu, which he does get. So now, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't think I got this, chat. I'm gonna ready. I might got this. Hold on. I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna ink a Prince Philip. I'm gonna tap 3 for Prince Philip. I'm gonna tap Curse Merfolk to steal the crown back. Because I think that might have saved me. We're gonna find out. But that's all I can do on my turn. So I'm gonna read. I don't think it did it. We're gonna do the math. We're gonna go to his turn. We're gonna ready. And then we're going to resolve the rows. So we quest for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just did it, chat. 39. 39 lore. And he gets to draw a card. And then he gets to draw 3 more. And play everything that he draws because he's at 7 ink. Oh boy. He gets an Iago. Whenever this character quests, Jafar steals the Reforged Crown. He has to quest first. He gets a Basil. He gets a Cobra Pit. When Jafar plays this location, he deals 1 damage to each opposing character. Uh-oh. Curse Merfolk goes away. And Prince Philip takes damage. And the last card is another Abu. Okay, chat. Okay, chat. Okay, chat. Whatever I pull off the top has to get me an ink. Otherwise, I lose the game. Give me ink. It's ink. It's a typo. I'm going to pay 7 for Peter Pan, Neverland Prankster. He states, this character enters play exerted. While this character is exerted, each opposing player can't gain lore unless one of their characters has challenged this turn. So, I'm going to quest with Prince Philip for 2 to put me up to 8. Now, typically, because as I just found out, if Jafar would hit 40 lore, regardless if he had the crown or not, he wins the game. However, because I have Peter Pan out, Jafar no longer gains lore. And I confirmed this with several people before I built this deck because Jafar readies. He would essentially gain a lore off of Cobra Pit, but he no longer does because of Peter Pan. He would then resolve his row. So all of these would quest because unless given reckless, Jafar's characters do not challenge. So because they still quest, Jasmine still nets him another card. And then he does get the crown back because of Iago. When this character quests, Jafar steals their forged crown. Talent doesn't matter. Draws a card doesn't matter. Abilities, all the Basils. Okay. There is still nothing that states I can't steal the crown back. So we're just going to keep stealing the crown back and forth until I gain 20 lore and do it myself. But he has cards. Well, so he drew one for questing with Jasmine and then draws 3 for turn. So now, when Jafar plays his character, he plays all items named mechanical snakes from his discard for free. 1 mechanical snake, 2 mechanical snake. Boop, poop. Now, that's it. That doesn't affect me because it just states that when he plays this character, he steals her forged crown, and he can't gain lore as long as Peter Pan is exerted. So, next card. Sandblast. Deals 1 damage to each opposing character, and then he puts this into his inkwell. Boop. Prince Philip dies. Peter Pan takes the damage. He does get Clockwork Saw Blades. Now, this location has Ward, and when he plays this location, he deals 2 damage to each opposing character. Oh, no. Okay, Peter Pan needs to stay alive, guys. And then he plays Cataclysmic Cyclone. Each Illumineer chooses one of their characters, items, or locations. Then Jafar banishes all other opposing characters, items, and locations. Luckily, Peter Pan's the only thing that I have. So thankfully, that kind of backfired on him because he just stays exactly how he is. And that's good for me. So now that that's all taken care of, I need to start drawing some fun stuff. Because otherwise, I'm just going to be over here questing for 1. Not even. I'm going to have to steal the crown back. So, oh, no. Okay. I'm going to play ink, guys. So, I have 3 ink that is exerted. And all that goes back to my hand. I can see how this might start backfiring on me, but we'll see. So that 3 goes back, and those all go to his hand. Genie, steal the crown. We're going to play it out, guys. We're going to play it out. Actually, I'm not going to steal the crown. I'm just going to gain a lore. I'm going to go to 9. And I'm going to pass. So, he readies everything. He sets. He would, but he doesn't. He pops these. He would, but he doesn't. He would, but he doesn't. And then these all go on quests. So he already has the crown, so it doesn't matter. And doesn't matter, and draws an extra card. And then 1, 2, 3. First card is a genie. Cannot play it. Goes into his inkwell for him to have 4. Next card is a disaster sandstorm. Banishes one of their items or locations. I have neither. So, yay. Next is a mechanical snake. It doesn't matter to me. Next is a palace card. Steals a crown. Already has it. Next is a endless staircase. When he plays with the creature, he deals 3 damage. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Peter Pan's dead, guys. Oh no no no. Oh no 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 no. Okay. Okay okay okay. He gets another palace guard. Okay. Cannot play the Tiger Behemoth, so that goes into the Inkwell. He now has 5. He can play Sandblast. I don't have anything, so then it goes into his Inkwell to give him 6. And he plays another Sandblast, which does nothing to give him 7. Um, I can't play a Peter Pan, so I'm gonna lose the game here, guys. Yep, yep. I'm gonna ink. I'm gonna play something, and then pass back, and he gains way too much lore. Um, Sweet. So I am officially stuck on normal. So I'm going to take a break, get some water, drink up, shuffle, and I will see you guys back here soon. Thank you for joining me and happy questing.